Oh, doggy. 157 pounds is one hell of a weight. All right. Second round matchups. I have PJ Duke meeting with Cale Swenson. PJ Duke moving on to the quarters. I have Daniel Cardenas meeting up with Brandon Cannon. And I have Daniel Cardenas moving on to the quarters to meet up with PJ Duke. Landon Robidoux. I have him meeting up with Charlie Millard. Because Vinny Zerban is hurt. And Charlie Millard is good. Doesn't appear to be injured either. So, Landon Robidoux, Charlie Millard. Landon Robidoux moving on to the quarters. Derek Reiki is what I'm going to call him. From Ohio, I have him beating Jimmy Harrington and meeting up with Caleb Larkin. Caleb Larkin moving on to meet up with Landon Robidoux in the quarterfinals. Meyer Shapiro, I have him meeting up with Ethan Miller. And Meyer Shapiro moving on to the quarters. Ty Waters and Jude Swisher I have meeting up, and I do indeed have Ty Waters beating Jude Swisher. Cannon Webster, I have him meeting up with Logan Rosinski. And I have Cannon Webster beating Logan. Cameron Catrabone meeting up with Antrell Taylor. I have Antrell Taylor moving on into the quarter to meet up with Cannon Webster. PJ Duke and Daniel Cardenas, I have PJ Duke winning that match. Landon Robidoux and Caleb Larkin is going to be a hell of a match. I picked Caleb Larkin to move on to the semis against PJ Duke. Meyer Shapiro and Ty Waters is going to be a fun match to watch. I believe Meyer Shapiro pretty much owns him, or Ty Waters finds a way to scramble around and make something interesting. But I have Meyer Shapiro moving on to the semis. Cannon Webster and Antrell Taylor. I have Antrell Taylor moving on to meet up with Meyer Shapiro. And then I have Meyer Shapiro moving on to the final, beating Antrell Taylor in the semi. Caleb Larkin and PJ Duke is a matchup that I am very excited to see. I believe PJ Duke is incredible. He is. But I believe Caleb Larkin provides a matchup that does not fit Duke very well. And I believe if PJ gets upset, it's going to be right there by Caleb Larkin. All right. But I picked PJ Duke. And I picked PJ Duke again as the champion at 157 pounds, beating Meyer Shapiro, it's going to be that's going to be a great. All these matches are insane. Okay. Let's go to the blood round. Cam Catrabone meeting up with Landon Robidoux, and Landon Robidoux moving on to All-American. Jude Swisher meeting up with Daniel Cardenas. I have Daniel Cardenas winning that match to All-American. Charlie Millard versus Cannon Webster. I have Cannon Webster moving on. Brandon Cannon versus Ty Waters. I have Ty Waters becoming an All-American. Landon Robidoux and Daniel Cardenas. I have Landon Robidoux moving on. Daniel Cardenas into the 7th place match against Cannon Webster, who loses to Ty Waters to move on. Ty Waters meets up with Caleb Larkin to see who goes for 3rd. I have Ty Waters beating Caleb Larkin. That's going to be a fun match to watch too. I don't know if they wrestled at Big 12s or not. Wasn't able to see them. And I looked at the brackets, but I just don't remember. All right? So be it. I got life. Landon Robidoux, Antrell Taylor. I have Antrell Taylor moving on to the 3rd place match, losing to Ty Waters. Getting 4th place, I have 5th place, Caleb Larkin. 6th place, Landon Robidoux. 7th place, Cannon Webster. And 8th place, Daniel Cardenas. This is going to be a very, very fun weight class to watch this season.